Welcome one and all for this session on Basic Psychological Processes, Module 2, Session 13, and today we will be discussing about intelligence. The learning objectives include to define intelligence, to understand different tests to measure intelligence. By the end of the session, students will be able to define intelligence. Students will be able to understand the application of different tests to measure intelligence. Intelligence is derived from Latin word intelligere, which means to understand. According to Wechsler, intelligence is the aggregate global capacity of the individual to think rationally, to act purposefully, and to deal effectively with the environment. One of the general definitions include intelligence is the ability to learn from one's experiences, acquire knowledge, and use resources effectively in adapting to new situations or solving problems. Intelligence can be measured in several ways. There are different types of intelligence tests. There are verbal and non-verbal intelligence tests, and intelligence tests can be administered individually or on a group. Some of the well-known intelligence tests include Binet's Mental Ability Test, Stanford Binet and IQ, and the concept of intelligence quotient. Firstly, we will discuss about individual tests. An individual test is administered by the examiner to one person at a time. In individual tests, the examiner administers the test face to face and remains seated before the test taker and notes down the responses. The examiner here mostly is observing the person and making the behavioral observations. The two major individual intelligence tests is Stanford Binet Intelligence Scale and Wechsler's Intelligence Scale for Children 3. There are several advantages and disadvantages of individual tests. Some of them include the advantages are examiner can pay more attention to the examinee. Examiner can easily encourage the examinee and observe his or her behavior during the test. However, the disadvantage includes it is very time consuming and this type of tests require a highly trained examiner. Moving on to the group tests. Group tests are administered to a large number of people in a simple session by one examiner. It can eliminate examiner bias. They are designed for testing large number of people at once. The first group tests are Army Alpha and Army Beta test, academic purposes school and college ability test, scholastic aptitude tests, and graduate record examination. Similar to individual tests, the group tests also have their advantages and disadvantages. The advantage can be that it can be administered to a very large number simultaneously. This helps to overcome the challenge observed in the individual tests, which is time consuming. The disadvantage includes group tests generally are less accurate than the individual tests and responses are more restricted. Talking about the other two categories of intelligence tests, the verbal and non-verbal tests. David Wechsler's intelligence test is the most frequently used individual intelligence test today. He developed a set of tests for both children and adults that includes verbal and non-verbal tests. This scale sets separate scores for both verbal and non-verbal IQ. His test is known as Wechsler Adult Intelligence Scale R. There are 11 subtests and the first 6 scales combine a verbal IQ and the last 5 tests combine performance IQ. This test finds out performance discrepancies between verbal and non-verbal IQ. The verbal component scale tests vocabulary, comprehension, and general knowledge. The performance or non-verbal component scale tests arranging blocks to match picture arrangements, object assembly, and digital symbol. Next, we will be discussing about Binet's mental ability test. Binet and Simon developed first intelligence test in 1905. It was the scientifically devised test for intelligence. Finally, he and associate Simon consequently came up with a test not only distinguished among fast and slow learners but also between children from different age groups. They noticed that the fast learners seemed to give answer to questions that older children might give, whereas the slow learners gave answers that were more typical of a younger child. Later, they decided the key element of the test to be a child's mental age measured by children successfully answering a particular level of question. Terman, a researcher at Stanford University, adopted William Stern's method for comparing mental age and chronological age for use with translated and revised Binet test. Stern's formula was to divide the mental age by the chronological age and multiply the result by 100 to get clear of any decimal point. This was the measure of intelligence quotient. Intelligence quotient is a number of representative measure of intelligence from the division of one's mental age by one's chronological age and then multiplying that quotient by 100. Summarizing this session, we initially defined intelligence with Wechsler's definition and a general definition. We introduced the concept of IQ, the types of intelligence tests, that is, individual test and group test, verbal test and non-verbal test. The references have been mentioned and students can go through these books to get more information. Thank you.